Turn this one off, and we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Official test start time 2 minutes, 5 pages, 5 paragraphs each, 5 words each sentence, 5 sentences per paragraph, 5 computer spaces in between. You can use your hyperscientific, you can use any artificial intelligence or any technology, Grok, DeepSeek R1, Gemini, ChatGPT, Siri, Sarah, Alexa, or any combination thereof, or any home brews, but you have to show the work and share it with the class. If you do not show the work and share it with the class, I'm going to assume all you did was use technology and you will get zero credit for it. So you guys have the link, cyraxflex@gmail.com. Hit me up on the next 504-202-5915. We are going to open up the dealership. McLaren's is in. I got some trade-ins. I sold all the Porsches that I had that were trade-ins. We'll do an inventory check, but first we will continue with Voltaire. I thought I forgot. I did not. Open up your. Let me see. Hold up. Okay. Open up your digital simulator. Okay. And let us start with Voltaire. 1 second. And let's get this Model S Plaid Edition module going. We've been Lucid, Robo Taxi. Alright, let's do this. Is the most current, even though this is not in the module, it could be used for events. So if you need an advanced credit, this could be it right here. This is for internship programs. You guys want some recommendations? So, oh, wait a minute. If it doesn't,
right,
oh, no.
First, let me talk about
never
what
mind.
Monroe is. Monroe and Associates is an engineering consulting firm with the design
Lucid's powertrain. Okay, we could do this because it could be an extension to the Model S or Model 3, whichever one you guys want to do. So this one is one of my favorite ones.
Engineers about their technology,
and we shall continue.
What they're doing with their new launch of
Voltaire, French writer, historian, and philosopher, 1694 to 1772. Francois Marie Anouilh, and 21st of November 1964, 30th of May 1772. 70. I have to go with this, and we have some better ventilation.
Hey, we're back in Maverick
Perfection.
conference room and looking at the
might as well
hardware.
put these
We're with Eric and Iman.
because these have to be always super good.
Lucid. And Eric, will you go ahead and
Other ones
introduce yourself?
didn't even
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Paul, for coming and having us. So, my name is Eric Bach. I'm the SVP of Chief Engineer for Lucid.
program
Been with the company for over 9.5 years. Always exciting, the ups and downs, and the making of Lucid Air. Before that, I was at our next door neighbors, the other cool California EV company, and before that, 12 years with a major German OEM, both in Germany as well as in Detroit.
Yeah, my name is
So-
Dana. I'm vice president of powertrain here. It's been as long as maybe almost 10 years. I joined myself, Derek Jenkins, Eric, and a few other folks back in relatively they joined this dream of making cloud I come from another machine back then working in a company called Dances, a famous simulation company. Done lots of simulation with ANSYS, with Big Three, and other companies. But my passion was to translate that product.
There you go. For some reason, that worked. All right, cool. So let's roll with that. It's charged and it's charged. That one needs to be charged. It only has 2 bucks. Okay, cool. I apologize. Now you can begin. Voltaire. Francois Maria.
With my wife to move from Detroit because our Toyota Camry and drove the Latin America to
Voltaire was a versatile and prolific writer, producing works in almost every literary
Fantastic.
literary
Let's
form,
talk about the
including
technology. and
plays,
this
poems,
front end
novels,
that is such an
essays,
enabler for
and history.
efficient design for the Lucid.
Right. I think, as you heard in Emad's story,
This did
we really
did not
are
allow
looking
for it to connect
engineering
because
leadership that has actually done engineering
I had it
and is
on
a
the wrong thing.
real asset
There we
and
go.
innovator mindset. And
I'm
we've
over
done
here
it across
thinking
the
I'm
board. So, Emad,
Bluetooth. Hold up.
having come as an electromagnetic simulation specialist and developer,
So I apologize for the sound. This should fix it.
development as a VP, which is an amazing opportunity for both sides. Now, talking about the front
Okay,
of the
cool.
vehicle, James already
Alright,
shared a
so
couple
the
of
mother,
insights
power
and
out.
specialties, innovations.
So here we go.
I wanted to take a
Voltaire
stab at it
was a
because it's
versatile and
highly
prolific writer,
integrated. It doesn't just
producing
have
works
robotic stuff. It takes
in
a
almost
system that
every
reduces the
literary
size of
form,
our radiator
including
and
plays, poems,
condenser package.
novels,
But it
essays,
also
history,
houses our
and even
microlens
scientific
array headlamps
expositions.
that are an industry
He wrote
first.
more than 20,000 letters and 2,000 books and pamphlets.
And we have
Voltaire was one of the first authors to become renowned
that managed to
and commercially
take a
successful
technology called microlens array technology and make a headlamp out of it.
internationally.
What were the benefits of it? We were able to make a smaller headlamp volume.
He was an outspoken
and
advocate
all
of
directions,
civil
X, Y,
liberties
and Z,
and was
therefore
at
lower the
constant
front
risk
nose of the vehicle
from
even more
the
to
strict
get to that
censorship laws of the
0.197,
Catholic French monarchy.
CD, which paired
His
with the low
whether
cross-sectional area of our A gives us a
Satricide,
world-class drag performance.
intolerance, and religious
And
dogma,
then the rest
as
of
well
the
as the French
integration,
institutions of
becomes
his day.
evident if you look at how
His
many
best known
parts we
work
have here.
and
Which
magnum
first and
opus,
foremost the
Candide,
front-end module
is
carrier,
a
which is
novella
essentially a one-shot
that
part.
comments
Comes out
on,
of the injection molding tool.
criticizes,
It has
and
organomery
ridicules
in
many
ways
events,
that
thinkers,
stiffen
and
it up
philosophies
exactly
of
where
his
we need
time,
the stiffness. So it
most notably
holds part of the headlamp
Godfrey
and transfers the
Neapolitan,
loads
and his belief
to
that
the
our
main
world
rails, crash
is
rails,
of
to hold
necessity
it up, and
the
then it
best of
transitions
all
the
possible
loads
worlds.
from our latches that
So,
hold
shout out to you, Voltaire.
so we are putting high value and high stiffness
We're going
material
to
where
add
it's really
an additional
the
vehicle
rest is a regular
to the
OPF.
competition. With the Rimac Nevera, last time we also included the Pininfarina Batista.
that I mentioned, which gives us a short
The
overhang.
caliber of
And this is
vehicle
only
that
possible
should be
by
in
our
that league
engineering
could
process
be
where all the teams that
a wild card.
make a system come together.
Why don't we
set
just
value
go to the Mustang
where
Dark
every
Horse
team comes up with
SC?
the requirements and we start creating the most
You understand me?
integrated
Because
systems.
it's rumored it's going to have over 800 horsepower.
Yeah, and just to highlight, of course,
So,
what the excitement Eric mentioned.
Let's put the Mustang
You know, when you
on the
design,
racetrack.
you know, the
Let's
front
go to
location,
newest version,
you gotta understand
generation
the overall
chassis
requirements
code
of your
S650.
systems to the
And
radiators, which impact efficiency.
let's
Very
go-
big, but also the maximum
Oh, fourth generation.
capability in the vehicle.
Love that car. I seen a Cobra the other
It's
day.
done
Beautiful
by
machine.
so many multiple teams
Alright.
to achieve the goals.
Mustang Marquis,
This tight
NASCAR Europe
enabling
Awards.
space now that we've opened up has
Mm,
enabled more usable
Mustang
space for the
variants.
customer.
Exactly, right? With us using every inch or centimeter actually.
Let's see.
If you look behind here, you see the back of our
Concept,
bumper beam. This is the front
Shelby,
bumper
what's
beam,
this?
this silver part, and our front trunk, which is the largest in the industry
That
for
looks
its
so
segment,
nice.
actually touches right at the back of this bumper beam with a soft portion to clean up all those tolerances. It's undercut in the forward portion as well as in the back portion where it butts up against a shear panel that's sitting really close to the miniaturized drive unit, front drive unit that Peanut's gonna talk to you about. But we've got a 280 meter front trunk because we've invested into microlens array technology. It minimized the dimension of the headlamp. We got against the front bumper. We use every single inch or centimeter for the benefit of the customer proposition.
Well, so how do you assemble that? If you have this undercut here, how do you get it in without interfering here?
And that's a great question. question because we spent some time innovating and thinking about it. So here you actually see the front trunk, and if you look at this forward portion, it's a soft second shot. So this whole front comes out of one injection molding tool. It's a twin shot technology, but again a hard part, what we call LGF, long glass fiber, and then a TPPV soft shot in the front that you can squeeze together for insertion. And we've got the same on the back side because it's also undercut on the rear. So the associates basically push the front and the back in, then they stuff the front into the front of the vehicle, and then they just plop it out, and then we get that extra 70 liters of volume of a customer. We have just drafted it with a simple short open close tool. We have lost 70 liters, but it was important to give that to the customer.
And all this space behind it is enabled by the smallest powertrain in the industry. So this amazingly small
Third
dragon
party
that
Roush,
I feel like I could just pick up
company of
under my arm and
Jordan
take away
Sabine, company of
watch
Jordan
me
Shelby, company of Jordan.
as I'm leaving, because I might. 670 horse
Fourth generation,
out of this
sixth
thing that I can just
generation.
pick up under my arm and walk out.
Is this a sixth gen? No, this has to be the following.
This is a carry-on secret. I'll actually take one of these exhibits.
Seventh generation 23. This is gonna be.
It's
So we'll put a 23, but we need a supercharger.
so we're going to talk a
Let's
little bit
see
about that.
if we
in
can
just a
find
minute,
a
but I
dark
also
horse
want to point out the Lucid, that goes in the Sapphire.
This is
Special
our
models,
one
dark
driving
for Ash,
I share some of the
And
details that
GT3.
driving in terms of technologies.
Okay, well, this gives us some variants.
but
At least with the race car, we can compare it to
enables,
cars
of
that may be more
course,
powerful.
because it's taught by
So,
nature. That
let's
provides,
just go
that's provided by two twin
GT3
driving units
because
connected.
it's not
electrically maybe together.
close,
There's a
but
bearing
it's
system
comparable.
that's central
Depending on the
to,
category. I know it could be competitive. So
this is a very important 1 megawatt.
this is not a bad
which is
investment.
capable
550
of,
horsepower for the race car.
142.
No, we need something more powerful.
And our Sapphire
GT4.
total power is 12.
NASCAR, Supercar Championship.
Horsepower, and it's limited by our capability.
You can use this. What's the most powerful version? It's a different category.
Sapphire, which is
All
still
right.
very
Let's
good
go.
in range and performance. And right now it's
Exclusive like that. Let's go EB 110 GT.
performing even at highest level.
At least it's an exotic, right? And we can use it as, just as a baseline comparison.
It's very humble. What his team has achieved here is again the most power dense rear drive.
So should we start with the competitor first, or should we build a car? How about we go through the modules, we'll look at the inventory, and then we'll build something comparable where we can save our clients some money. What do you guys think? Yeah, let's see what we have first. Let's do both of the medicine modules that we need to do for your doctorates
From the kid
on medicine. Hold on. Let's go
our air platform,
physical
driving was,
activity.
part of our,
This could count for science or for health or for medicine. You guys could turn them in.
This
All right. Physical activity.
sits in the same software.
Any voluntary bodily motion produced by skeletal muscles and requires energy expenditure. Physical activity is defined as any movement produced by skeletal muscles that requires energy expenditure. Physical activity encompasses all activities at any intensity performed during any time of day or night. It includes both voluntary exercise and incidental activity integrated into the daily routine. This integrated activity may not be planned, structured, repetitive, or purposeful for the improvement of physical fitness, and may include activities such as walking to the local shop, cleaning, working, active transport, etc.
Back in 2015, the state of the art
Physical activity is not just exercise, it includes other activities that involve movement, for example, cleaning, running, active transport, etc. Lack of physical activity is associated with a range of negative health outcomes, whereas increased physical activity can improve physical and mental health, as well as cognitive and cardiovascular health. There are at least 8 investments that work to increase population level physical activity, including whole of school programs, active transport, active urban design, healthcare, public education, and mass media, sport for all, workplace and community-wide programs. Physical activity increases energy expenditure and is a key regulator in controlling body weight. See summer matter cycle for more. In human beings, differences among individuals in the amount of physical activity have a substantial genetic basis. Let's do terminology misconception and then we'll continue. Exercise and physical activity are frequently used interchangeably and generally refer to physical activity performed during leisure time with the primary purpose of improving or maintaining physical fitness, physical performance, or health. However, physical activity is not exactly the same concept as exercise. Exercise is defined as a subcategory of physical activity that is planned, structured, repetitive, and purposeful in the senses that the improvement or maintenance of one or more components of physical fitness is the objective. Conversely, physical activity includes exercise, but may also be unplanned, unstructured, random, and non-purposeful, carried out for a multitude of reasons. A 2021 study shows that people who start successful physical activity programs maintain much of it for at least 3 months. So that's an example. Let's apply that to business. If a perfect workout regime takes 2 to 3 months, if a perfect business offering should take 4 to 6 months, how does 2.5 to 3.5 months sound?
But now,
Tell me what your thoughts
so
are.
you can be all in with clear skin.
Intensity. Physical activity
You can show up
can
with
be
dramatically clearer
at
skin.
any
If you have
intensity,
psoriatic arthritis,
ranging from a little
Skyrizi can
muscle
help you
twitch
with
to a
joint
full
pain,
out
stiffness,
strength.
swelling, and fatigue.
Physical
Skyrizi
activity
is 4 doses
can
a
be,
year after 2 starter
though,
doses.
Don't use
or
allergic,
thought of
serious
as
allergic
a
reactions,
continuum
increased
in
infections,
practice,
or lower ability to
ranging
fight that may
from
occur before treatment
inactive
gets checked for
lifestyles
infections and TB.
to
Tell
high
your doctor about
intensity
influenza and symptoms of
exercises.
vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's
Intensities are
nothing like clearer
broadly
skin in the
categorized
world.
according
And
to
that means
energy
everyone.
expenditure using a standard measure of intensity,
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
metabolic
How
equivalence,
happy could
and
help you
routine.
stay.
The board categories are sedentary behavior, light activity, moderate activity, and vigorous activity. So, let us continue with competition because this is going to be the start to the competition. You already know what our home racetrack is, and it is Daytona International Speedway, baby. What we develop there competes with everything in the world. It is a true blessing to be able to work on anything that is Chevrolet and anything that comes from Daytona, baby. So let's go competition. Type of competitive behavior. Competition is a rivalry where 2 or more parties strive for a common goal which cannot be shared. where one's gain is the other's loss. An example of which is a zero-sum game. Competition can arise between entities such as organisms, individuals, economic and social groups, etc. The rivalry can be over attainment of any exclusive goal, including recognition. Competition in sports. One selection of images showing some of the sporting events that are closed and classified or classed as athletics competitions. Competition occurs in nature between living organisms which coexist in the same environment. Animals compete over water supply, food, mates, and other biological resources. Humans usually compete for food and mates. But when these needs are met, deep rivalries often arise over the pursuit of wealth, power, prestige, and fame. When in a static, competitive, or unchanging environment. Competition is a major tenet of market economy and business, often associated with business competition, as companies are in competition with at least one other firm over the same group of customers. Competition inside a company is usually stimulated with the larger purpose of meeting and reaching higher quality of services or improved products that the company may produce or develop. Competition is often considered to be the opposite of cooperation. However, in the real world, mixtures of cooperation and competition are the norm. In economy, as the philosopher R.G. Coleridge argued, the presence of these two opposites together is essential to an economic system. The parties to an economic action cooperate in competing like two chess players. Optimal strategies to achieve goals are studied in the bench of mathematics known as game theory. Hey, we're teaching an engineering class, sir. Come take a module.
I just came to take a quick peek at what you guys had going on. That's all.
Oh, you already know.
Not disturbing, just watching.
No worries. Let me take you to Amsterdam. Travel with us to Amsterdam. Amsterdam is the capital and largest city of the Netherlands. It has a population of 933,680 in June 2024. They all need haircuts. Game over. Uppercuts, fucking Amsterdam. We are there. We're gonna be the loudest niggas in Amsterdam. Music is gonna be, full blast, nigga. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, arcades. We bringing all that shit. Yo, the little basketball shits for the kids.
Yeah, the little on the door.
Game over. I'm coming with 2 big ass speakers, and we're gonna open 7 days a week. Yo, we do appointments, walk-ins. You fucking want to be a ninja? You want to fucking jump in through? Right when we close, you want to pop up in the last few minutes? We got you. Come on down. Haircut, shades, facials. We're gonna have the shorties doing the braids. We got you.
All that.
Yeah. We got you. All right, let us continue. I'm sorry, it's just the entrepreneur barber inside of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Had to.
Yo, 900 in one little city. Yo, how many barbershops is that? Like 25, 26? We're gonna need like 32 shops. Yo, we're gonna be out there with fucking. Yo, yeah, muchacho. All right, let's rock and roll. Amsterdam was founded at the mouth of the Amstel River, which was dammed to control flooding. Originally a small fishing village in the and y'all know how to cook some fucking fried fish. Yo, the whole family, we gonna barbecue every fucking weekend. Fresh motherfucking. Oh yeah, hey, what's that shit called? Fresh sushi, yo.
Oh yeah,
We shark bar for all our clients. Nigga, come through. We got you.
right in the back.
Let me see. Amsterdam became a major world port during the Dutch Golden Age. Now you know they know fashion and good food. We're there, yo. We're gonna have the Jordans on sale. The
We're
fucking
gonna bring them a little
Timbers,
bit of our sauce,
full
mix it with
posits,
theirs.
fucking the Malcolm X's. I'm bringing all them shits. All into the Penny Hardaways. Yo, game over. All the LeBrons. You know I'm gonna have a whole fucking row of all the LeBrons. I got you. What's your size? Hit us up over guns.com. All right, hold up. Yeah, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me see. Of the 17th century, when the Netherlands was an economic powerhouse, Amsterdam was the leading center for finance and trade. Y'all got great banks? I'm about to have some fucking credit
They
over
got
there.
everything we need.
Yo, hold up. Finance and trade, as well as a hub for secular art production. And y'all got the art galleries. We're gonna bring the urban fashion. We got you. Hold up. We're gonna be selling fucking art. Hold up. I like stuff with like graffiti designs. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. In the 19th century and in the 20th century, the city expanded to new neighborhoods and suburbs that were built. The city has a long tradition of openness, liberalism, and tolerance. Cycling is key to the city's modern character. I'm coming out there with the fucking Ducatis, nigga. I'm pumping wheelies. Y'all like bikes out there? Yo, I'm bringing all my fucking Italian shit. Don't worry, I got you. Super Leggera, V2, V4, Panigales, nigga. I got the white shit, I got the red shit, nigga. I got the white shit with the green shit on it. I got the blue shit with the yellow shit. I got the blue shit with the white shit on it. I got you.
Whatever you want to see.
Yo, out there, let me put you on. One of my boys, we ain't gonna say no names. Outside, this nigga has the fucking new Lotus in green. And inside the shop, before you see the first station, a yellow motherfucking Ducati, nigga. Yo, that shit is right by the beach. Yo, as soon as you get to the beach, that nigga got the first fucking shop, yo. Little Japanese chinito nigga. You know them niggas know about cars, yo. Yeah. That shit is like the fucking Akira motorcycle, nigga. But in real life, nigga. I'm in the wrong business, yo. Who want to buy a Ducati, yo? Hit me up on motherfucking Minex 504-202-5915. Oh, no. Rock and roll. You know we're about to open up the dealership right now? We're going to Amsterdam, baby. We're going to open up a bunch of barbershops over there. All right, let us continue. Hold on, I needed that moment.
I found help. I found relief. You are not alone.
Ask your dermatologist about Cosmetics.
Let us rock and roll. Let me see.
Where did I how you was?
And I just wanted to shed light on our approach. Again, it's not just engineering something.
Biking
super
paths
complex
and
to
lanes
build,
spread throughout.
like you'd expect.
Amsterdam's
And
main
all
attraction
those we
include
we look
its
into
historic
how to make
canals.
it as cost
The
efficient and
Black
as simple
Museum,
as
the State
possible.
Museum with Dutch
Like
Golden
we
Age
just
art
really
at the
showed
Van Gogh
you how we
Museum.
do that on the back of the board. Again, a one-shot technology that's
Okay,
completely known.
challenge question for my students. Do we go to the
Into something that
Rijks
is
Museum, which was listed first, or do we go to the Van Gogh?
packaged stiffness,
We've been to the Van Gogh before, so let's go to
really, really matter to us.
the
And
Rijks Museum.
of cover with the insulation.
It's the National Museum of the Netherlands, dedicated to Dutch arts and history, and it's located in Amsterdam. The museum is located at the Museum Square
Absolutely amazing.
in the borough of Amsterdam South, close to the Van Gogh Museum. The Strategic Museum Amsterdam and the Royal Concert Gebouw. Wow. Okay. The Rijks Museum was founded in The Hague on the 19th of November 1798 and moved to Amsterdam in 1808 when it was first located in the Royal Palace and later in the Trifeheers. Extra credit, let's open it up. in the meantime.
many buys a lot of
We'll do the exam on that, okay? Let's see who's paying attention in
The
class.
magnet has a variation.
The current main building was designed by Pierre
It goes through the same wall.
Kuipers
So the balance
and
so that's what
and first opened in 1885.
And speaking of the
On
balance line, so one of the things
on the
that
13th of April 2013,
is
after a
you have
10-year
more
renovation,
other
which
competitors
cost
that multiple
375
and what they
million,
do
the main
is they
building
take
was reopened
all
by
barrel
Queen
packs from each of the
Beatrice
three phases
in
and bring them all together
2013
in one
and 2014.
wide
It
connection.
was the most visited
And
museum
that
in the
connection,
Netherlands,
because
with
everything is
recorded
all
numbers
together like
of
that,
2.2 million
could potentially
and
allow for circulating current.
2.47 million
Once
visitors.
it doesn't do that,
It is
you
also the
get
largest
four
art museum in the
separate,
country.
insulated from each other.
The museum has on display
So you see,
8,000
you can
objects
see
of art
that
and
it would
history.
have been easier for
From
you
their
to
total
say,
collection of 1 million objects from
and
the
then
years
there's the
1200 to 2000, among which are some masterpieces by Rembrandt, Frans Hals, and Johannes Vermeer. The museum also has a small Asian collection, which is on display in the Asian Pavilion. Very nice and definitely a goal for us to visit, right? Cool. So, as a bonus, let us do the Trypanhuis. This is, I have to get used to saying that. Trypanhuis. Wow. You know, that's the Trypanhuis. That sounds like equipment.
So yeah, again, the efficient, so in some cases.
All right,
they
let us rock and
gain
roll.
efficiency in ways
The
that
Trypanhuis
also
is
are
a
beneficial.
neoclassical canal mansion in the center of Amsterdam.
You're willing to
It
spend
was
a
built
little
in
bit of money
1660 to
to
1662
gain the efficiency
for the wealthy
that's gonna
Amsterdam
save you
weapons
$30,
traders
$40
Louis and Hendrik Tripp.
And that transitions, of course.
Many
into
references
electronics,
to weaponry
very
can be
dominant.
seen
Where we
on
go
its
from
facade. Since
IPPGs,
1887,
covered
it
mosses,
has
but units
been the seat of the Royal Netherlands Academy of Arts and Sciences. So it's actually a school now. Very cool. Very, very cool. See, that's excellent. That's inspiration. So, to put everything into context, let's go with first the Pagani Utopia because it's the clear cut overall, right? Winner. Hands down. Pagani Utopia. Motor vehicle. The Pagani Utopia is a mid-engine sports car produced by the Italian manufacturer Pagani. It was developed under the C10 code name and presented on the 12th of September 2022 at the Teatro Lirico in Milan. It is Pagani's third car model, superseding the Pagani Huayra, with more power and a manual gearbox option. The internal model code is C10, succeeding the C8 Zonda and the C9 Huayra. Production 2022 to present. Assembly San Cesario sul Panaro. Designer Horacio Pagani. Body style 2-door Berlinetta or 2-door Roadster. Layout rear mid-engine, rear-wheel drive with butterfly doors. Powertrain 5,980 liters,
It's really one of the most
364.9 cubic
electric
inch
machines that I've seen
Mercedes
that's
AMG
allowed.
M158 twin turbo
And that
V12.
continues with the
Power
powertrain.
output
So you go to
864
the
brake
reduction,
horsepower,
uh,
635
package
kilowatts
the,
or 852
planetary
horsepower.
gear set for
Transmission
differential
7-speed
inside the
X-Track
motor.
manual. 7-speed X-Track
Typically, a
automated
differential
manual.
is something
So it's the
that
same
weighs almost as
transmission.
much as the whole motor
You can
itself.
shift or let the
And
computer shift.
Now you've got something
I would like a
inside
manual
the
transmission.
rotor shaft.
Wheelbase 2,794 millimeters, 110 inches even width, 2,037 millimeters, 80.2 inches height, 1,169 millimeters, 46 inches even, curb weight, 1,200 kilograms, 2,822 pounds of dry weight. Chronology. Its predecessor is the Pagani Huayra.
Can it allow to package the differential inside?
The Pagani Utopia is submitted as a sports car produced by the Italian manufacturer Pagani. It was developed under the C10 code name and presented on the 12th of September 2022 at the Teatro Lirico in Milan. So, of course, we're going to add that module. We don't have to do it today, but maybe we can finish and close with that. How's that? And that'll be international studies right there, or social studies, but international. Okay, it is Pagani's third car model, preceding the Pagani Huayra, with more power and a manual gearbox option. The internal model code is C10, succeeding the C8 Sandra and C9 Huayra.
And you're running this at 500 kilowatts. You have lots of leakage flux.
A roadster version of the Utopia.
So that system,
The Utopia roadster was introduced on the 30th of July 2024 with production limited to 130 units. Development. The Pagani Utopia was developed over the period of over 6 years and utilized 8 complete prototypes. 3 of those prototypes were dedicated to engine testing. That lasted about 2 years. A total of 12 scale models were made, 10 at 1/5 scale and 2 1-to-1 scale models. Specifications. Rear view. Take a look at this masterpiece. That is my daily driver right there. I use it for business. This is my mobile office right
from
here.
the physics. We have physics models. It's not just calibration.
The Utopia forged aluminum double wishbone suspension was based on experience gathered throughout the track-only Huayra R's development. The M158 twin turbocharged V12 engine, designed and built by Mercedes-AMG, will now develop 864 brake horsepower, 635 kilowatts, or 852 horsepower. Has 6,000 RPM and 1,100 Newton meters of torque, 811 pound-foot of torque. Available between 2,800 and 5,900 RPM. The engine weighs 262 kilograms, 578 pounds dry. Pagani partnered with X-Track to develop a 7-speed gearbox that will be mounted transversely and is available as pure manual or an automated manual and coupled with an electromechanical differential by a triple plate clutch. Production. Excluding the 8 prototypes, a total of 99 examples of the closed coupe model are planned with possible future track variants. All 99 coupes are already assigned to the customers. The first car was delivered in October 2023. Pagani Utopia starts at $2.19 million US. On July 30th, 2024, Pagani introduced the Utopia Roadster. The Utopia Roadster has a removable carbon fiber hardtop cover and a removable soft top. The car retains the cool powertrain with the same technical specifications. Base price of Utopia Roadster starts at $3.4 million USD. So that's a $1.21 million increase. So price and a half is the proper term. Plus, notice the strategy of using the actual race car and that becoming the following flagship model. They're making a more extreme version, then that race car becomes the following. I kind of like that. No worries. Many sondas on the way. Now, we're going to remove the culture article because we don't need it. because we're gonna make we already made up for it with both titles, so we'll just switch one model for the next. All right, let's go Hennessy Venom F5.
Because this shows how it all comes together.
The Hennessy Venom F5 is a sports car developed and manufactured by the American vehicle manufacturing company Hennessy Special Vehicles, which was established in 2017. Contracted with Delta Motorsports of Silverstone, England, for the development of the vehicle. This is Hennessy's first all-new proprietary vehicle as an accredited title manufacturer. Delta Motorsports also produced all of the previous generation Venom GT cars for Hennessy at its facility in England. The F5 name is a reference to the highest ratings on the Fujita scale. F5 designated two tornadoes that have attained wind speeds as high as 261 to 318 miles per hour, 420 to 520 kilometers per hour. We've been talking about bikes all day. One of my early bikes did like 320 kilometers. You know what I'm saying? That was my CBR 900, my mid-90s shit. And this shit is doing 420 kilometers as a base model, all the way to 512 kilometers. The reason why you don't feel the speed in the United States is because fucking miles per hour doesn't give you a real idea. Like, there's a whole nother variable that you're not even encountering, you're not even thinking about. Because you see 200 miles an hour, but if that shit says 340 something kilometers, you're like, hold the fuck on. We've been fucking broke 300, just not 300 miles an hour. Hennessy aims. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let me continue. Hennessy aims to reach top speeds in excess of 311 miles per hour, 500 kilometers per hour, to attain the title of world's fastest production car. Initial release. The Hennessy Venom F5 was first revealed in August 2014. Let me just let you guys have a look at my yellow. This is not the exact yellow that I have. I have one like this for sale. Mine's is more like a gold, bronze, orange, kind of like a Santiago, Dominican Republic. Initial release. The Hennessy Venom F5 was first revealed in August 2014. Subsequently, it was shown as an exterior mock-up at the American Summer Show in Las Vegas on November 1st, 2017. This concept model had three exhausts and Activero, which was later changed. This model did not contain an engine or an interior. Specifications.
This is the pass-through connector between
Every time I take a quick break, look at that layout, look at the construction, look at the seals, look at where the components are. Is it easily reachable or accessible? Look at the size of the engineer's hands. Do you think that a future mechanic would be able to work on this without being an engineer? Let me know what you guys think. Specifications. Venom F5 rear, 2022, and the front.
And this is again the type of system we have. Silicon carbide switches.
The engine used in the Venom F5 is the Fury, designed and manufactured by Hennessy. The Fury is a twin-turbo 6.6 liter V8 that produces up to 1,817 brake horsepower. Actually, 1,842 bhp, 1,355 kilowatts, and 1,193 pound-feet of torque, or 1,617 newtons. In April 2025, Hennessy released the Evolution package, costing an extra
that gets a symbol
285,000,
automatically
which increases
when
the
the
power
inverter
output
has
to
altered
2,031 horsepower.
So it's a line operation enabled through a specific
2,059 brake horsepower, 1,515 kilowatts by using E85. Okay, so that's a tune. That's like a tuning set. Cars fitted with this upgrade are claimed to be capable of accelerating from 0 to 200 miles per hour at 322 kilometers in 10.3 seconds. SEMA provides the available setup single clutch automated manual transmission with paddle shift and the limited slip differential, sending power to the rear wheels, making the car rear-wheel drive. The chassis and body is made almost entirely of carbon fiber. Active aerodynamics are removed in the production process, replaced with a smaller fixed coil. The 3 exhausts in the concept model was changed to 4 exhausts. The car's weight reportedly stands at 2,950 pounds, 1,338 kilograms with fluids,
So this is a
setting
incredibly
the power to weight ratio at 1,358 horsepower per ton. Because of the use of active aerodynamics and a sleek design in the concept model, the car has an estimated drag coefficient of C over D equals 0.33. The production variant is claimed to have an increased drag coefficient of 0.38. According to Hennessy, great emphasis was placed on interior space, quality, and comfort, so that despite offering high performance, the vehicle will still offer a spacious and comfortable interior experience that can accommodate tall and large drivers and passengers. It was mentioned that an undisclosed NFL player who has only been described as being 6'7" tall has placed an order for one of the first models once full production has commenced. Each Venom 5 comes with the treasure chest, a giant aluminum box containing the key fob, a magnetic trickle charger, and a tow hook. The key fob serial number plate is made from a metal component that was disposed from a space shuttle launch. Company founder John Hennessy was given the component by an astronaut and broke it into pieces to give the Venom F5 owners a piece of space.
Two versions using very similar components, which means we can build
Let's go production and world record because the module ends right there.
Heatsink, and
then there's an additional module for extra credit whoever needs it.
So it's like very modular technology.
You're going to basically write about what you see on the board right there. Whatever's on the board, that's what you write about. If not, then forget about it because at least it's an extra module. So whoever wants to graduate, make sure you turn everything in on time. Production was limited to 24 units, 12 of which were already sold by December 2020. The price of the car in the United States was initially $1.6 million, but later increased to $2.1 million for the remaining 12 units. 8 cars are planned to be built and delivered in 2026, so $500,000 more, which would be, they added like a 35% tax on the last 12 units. Give me 1 second.
So that again, making variants.
Then people wonder when they look at my collection, they're like, I want a Hennessy Venom F5, and I'm like, well, it's gonna be this much. But why? Look how much over we had to pay for those last 12 cars.
So it comes from the line that exactly the same, just is 24 wires connected differently with the end connector.
Production was limited to 24 units, 12 of which were already sold by December 2020.
This power.
The price of the car in the United States was initially a $1.6 million car, but later increased to $2.1 million.
deeper.
for the remaining
Except
12
that
units.
we have limited time, and I did want to get a chance to ask.
That
you
means
here,
the investment was profitable and they made 35% as a
been through now
surplus.
the launch of the Air.
8 cars are
There
planned
were
to be
4
built
versions
and
of it
delivered in
that successfully
2021.
launched. And now
In
you're
August
beginning to
2021,
gear
the
up
company
for the
officially
launch of
announced
Gravity.
that it had customer orders for and sold
that are gonna
all planned 24 units of the F5.
Yeah.
The Hennessy Venom
Obviously,
F5
it's
Revolution
natural instinct
is limited to
try
36
not
units,
redo mistakes a
consisting
second
of
time.
24
So that is one of the
and
lessons
12
learned. A lot of
roasters.
lessons while launching
Hennessy
the Air.
has stated
And that was not necessary
that the roast
because we were
applications
not capable
are sold
of
out
doing it
already.
right. But if you remember, we were
The
very
Revolution
small
variant
for a
undergoes
company when we
extensive
started
re-engineering
developing
for
Air.
improved
We were
track
120
capability,
people in this entire
including
company when we
revised
got the funding
aerodynamics,
from PIF back in
three-tone
September
suspension,
2018.
lightweight
17
wheels,
out of those
a
120
roof-mounted
were actually
air intake,
engineers between hardware
and onboard
software.
digital
7
telemetry,
0
with
humans
an
capable of engineering a
appropriate
car.
approximate price of $2.7 million, which we're going to check today anyway.
Platform, powertrain,
The model focuses on
factory,
enhanced handling
supply
and
base,
weight reduction compared to the standard Venom F5. Development of the Venom F5
So we started
Revolution
with
was led
70
by
engineers
John
plus 50 people in the company.
Heinrich
We had to hire the
Heinrichs,
people whilst we were flying.
Hennessy's
or
chief
falling down from
engineer
heavens, I would say.
and
So we had
former
to put the
General
wings
Motors
onto the
performance
airplane
specialist
before we
known
took off.
for
And
the
we managed to
Cadillac
do that, but of course,
CTSV
from 70
and
to 100,
Chevrolet Corvette Z06. And Wright stated that designing the solution surpassed his prior engineering project, emphasizing its ultra-lightweight construction and extreme power. Hennessy's Maverick division is producing a one edition called the Venom F5 Revolution LF, further expanding the Venom F5 history.
That's one thing. And of course, we went through a lot of quality topics.
World
We
record
documented all of them.
on July 30th, 2024, the Venom F5 broke the standard for the mile, 805 meters record, with a time of 14.44 seconds at 219 miles per hour, 353 kilometers per hour. This record was set in Florida, United States, driven by John Hennessy. So this is for the record time. Record. This is what you guys want to write about. Quarter mile, 201 meters, 6.77 seconds at 121, 195 kilometers per hour. That shit is like a motorcycle fast. Quarter mile, 402 meters. No, that was 1/8 mile. My apologies. Quarter mile, 402 meters, 9.82 seconds at 169, 272 kilometers an hour. This shit is fucking fast. Quarter mile, 804 meters. No, half mile, 14.44 seconds at 219. Now, I gotta compare that with ZR1. This is a good comparator.
In the plant, we've just transitioned into the phase 2 of our Arizona
Right. Give me 8th generation Corvette. Give me ZR1X, E-Ray, ZR1, ZR1X. Okay. The Corvette ZR1X, introduced for the 2026 model year, is a hybrid variant of the C8 Corvette, combining the twin turbocharged 5.5-liter LT7 V8 engine from the ZR1 with an upgraded version of the electric motor and all-wheel drive system from the E-Ray. It is reported to produce a combined 1,250 brake horsepower. No, my correction. 1,267 brake horsepower, 932 kilowatts, 1,250 horsepower, making it the most powerful Corvette ever produced. Chevrolet says the ZR1X can achieve a 0 to 60, 97 kilometers per hour, time up under 2 seconds, and a quarter mile, time up under 9 seconds. They also claim the ZR1X can pull 1G latitudinally and
That's kind
longitudinal,
of the idea.
thanks to improvements made to the chassis controls from the E-Race all-wheel drive system. The model features advanced aerodynamics, including a carbon fiber splitter, diplane, and a high downforce link. It also features a new standard braking kit. The Alcon 10-piston front and 6-piston rear calipers, the largest ever offered on a Corvette, paired to carbon ceramic rotors. Chevrolet says these will produce 1.9 G of deceleration from 180 miles per hour to 120 miles per hour. The ZR1X set a Nürburgring lap time of 649.275, beating the Ford Mustang GTD to set a new record, a new lap record for an American production. Very good. So one thing, this is not updated. It's not showing us the quarter mile in 8 and change. But let's give it some contextual comparison. Let's go with the Bugatti EB110 GT. The Bugatti EB110 is a mid-engine sports car, initially conceived by Paolo Stanzani in the mid-1990s and produced by Automobili Bugatti SPA from 1991 until 1995, when the company was liquidated. The model restarted the brand's presence in the automobile industry after a hiatus of nearly 40 years since 1952. Marcello Gandini was the prototype styling, Gianpaolo Basilidi production styling and interior, Paolo Scanzani techno-style prototype chief engineering, Nicola Materazzi production chief engineering. Let's put it on the rig real quick. Put it on the lid. Let's go. What's the powertrain? 3.5 liter Bugatti B110-11 quad turbocharged V12. Power output GT 412 kilowatts, 560 brake horsepower, 553 horsepower. Super Sport 450 kilowatts, 612 brake horsepower, 603 horsepower. 600 horsepower, that's not fucking bad. What year is this? 91? Come on now. The fucking Corvette still. Come on, man. My base model comes with 495. Yo, my shit comes with old school Lamborghini now. Wheelbase 2,550 millimeters, 100.4 inches. Length 4,400 millimeters, 173.2 inches. Compared to the Utopia, it's a difference of 0.4. Height 1,111 to 1,125 millimeters, 43.9 inches to 44.3 inches. Weight 1,620 kilograms, 3,579 pounds, 1,418 kilograms, 3,126 pounds. Super Sport. Predecessor Bugatti ID90, successor Bugatti Veyron. Let's go back on.
Supply chain and all these issues.
Let's go back.
They're more controlled in many ways and it's cost and so on.
This is the. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, that's a reality.
Oh no, wait a minute. It's the same design.
It's a different mindset, how to approach it. Scale, geography, geopolitics. So many important input to the decision because any small decision is huge. And of course, cost is a huge attribute.
Oh, this is like a derivative. In the period from 1992 to 1995,
that's profitable. Now we're all
the EB110 competed against cars such as the Lamborghini Bianco, Jaguar, XC220, Ferrari F40, Ferrari F50, and the McLaren F40. 139 examples were built, plus a small number of post-production cars, which were completed after the bankruptcy. The last one was built by Bauer Sportswagen in 2002 and one additional finished example was completed in 2019. It was the only production model made by Romano Artoli's Italian incarnation of Bugatti.
Appreciate you coming as well. Excellent. Yeah, thanks for coming.
I can see a lot of extra 220 in here. I see the Diablo, I see the fucking F40 is like a mashup of all of them. Discussions. This is an early styling prototype. Discussions of a new hypercar had taken place between Ferruccio Lamborghini and Paolo Scanzani at the end of 1984 during telephone calls and at the Turin Auto Show. Scanzani warned Lamborghini that developing a new car was increasingly tough financially and that the engine development was a possible task, but the bodywork could be resource intensive. He suggested that Lucio Bertoni could provide help with the bodywork design and
California, talked to
manufacture.
some of their chief engineers about
Bertoni
their
was involved
technology.
in early talks
And
for
what they're doing
collaboration
with their new launch,
on the
I
exterior
think
design, but declined to continue the discussion after noting the conflict of interest that the potential majority investor, Auto Expert, and Romano Artioli had in its distribution contracts of Ferrari cars in Germany. Jean-Marc Borel established the holding company together with
I'm Paul Turnbull,
Artioli's lawyers.
Capital Associates.
On the 19th of May 1987, Auto Expert paid
Specialist for electric machine development.
$7,500,000.
Prior to that, at Ford. I'm here today at Lucid, talking with James Hawkins.
I think it's 7.5 million French francs. Soumenzier is fan of Bugatti. Snecma Safran Aircraft Engine for the purchase of the Bugatti brand on the 14th of October 1987. Bugatti Automobile SPA was changed. Stanzani, minority shareholder in Bugatti Automobile, was chosen as company technical director and sole managing director.
Yeah, that's a great question. So
Amministratore unico in Italy. Thanks to his career experience with Lamborghini vehicles, including Euro, Countach, Espada, Huraco, Jarama, and Jalpa.
And efficiency isn't just one component.
Very nice. So this is an example. And now that we made it through, we'll do our bonus module and we get to chillax. You guys have done an amazing job. Please stretch. Oh man. Education is power, baby.
And we're going to look at why efficiency matters. So the whole car,
all the things you learn in business, you don't know exactly how you're going to apply it. But it's good to learn as many things as you can so that whenever your business, your product or service, your industry, trade, your investment has a challenge, you have the best available tools and you're equipped to overcome those challenges. And that's where you're successful.
exactly the same shape, the same seed.
The success is what is challenge. As soon as you face the challenge, you know success is right here, baby. Relax, roll down, absorb everything, process.
Contribute to that CD. I'm very proud to say that the Lucid Air has
Here we go.
CD on the lowest
Teatro Lirico, Milan.
And it's 0.
Theater in Milan, Italy.
7 for the Lucid Air Pure. And that's
The Teatro Lirico,
really
known until
1894
1894
detail from every
as the Teatro
driven by
Allá Canoviano.
a couple of examples.
Is a theater in Milan, Italy.
Some of the features we put into this car and make it special.
In the 19th
one is that you can see
and early 2000, no, in the 19th and the early 20th centuries, they hosted numerous opera performances.
One of which actually calls the headlights but it also
including the world
relieves
premiere
pressure from the
of
high
Danizelis,
stagnation
El
air at the front.
El Cid,
But also, if
Di
you
Amore,
inside here,
and
this is an aerofoil section.
Giordano Fedora.
Highway speed generates breath, so that it takes high pressure air away from the front and generates thrust in the airfoil section. So little thing that
Theater
doesn't
located
make a difference, but every little bit counts.
on
As a master,
Via
and of course, makes
has
it
clearly closed in
another thing that
1998.
some time ago,
However,
I was responsible for battery
a restoration project
from around 2017 onwards. And the battery itself, you talk more about the battery when we're speaking.
began in April 2007, and it has finally reopened in December 2021 as the Teatro Lirico Giorgio Davera. Stage entertainment carried on the renovation of the theater, completing all finishes and all working started by the administration. Comune di Milano.
From my perspective, it's even more exciting than what's on top.
There's an image, the stage setting for Rossini's
At the rear of the club is a computer. And you see the
Le
sound
Comme
of
et
it
Cry
goes
as performed at the Teatro Allá
electric light.
Colombiana in
There's a
1830.
computer here which is responsible, along with the profile of the other side of the arch, to create
Let me show you these images so you can see how beautiful this is. First of all, look at the painting. The painting is off the chain. The painting is on your top.
stability of speed.
And remember, this is the size of the people playing each role, right? Look at the stage. You know, there was no technology. They couldn't take a picture. But take a look at today of what that shit looks like. What you're looking at here is what people were looking at then. You see what I'm saying? This is like if you're facing the stage, and this is the stage facing you. Does that make sense? So look at the size of this person, and just look at the size of these sets. Even if it was paintings or drawings, that shit is nice. Now look at that shit right there. The fact that this shit is still around, that they built it, is fucking phenomenal. Thumbs up.
So if we talk about
History. Interior of the Teatro Lirico in 1938 after the restoration of Antonio Cassi Camelli. Very nice. Let me see if we have any current pictures of these. So let's just finish off. Amazing, okay? The Teatro Regio d'Italia, the court theater of the Royal Palace of Milan, was destroyed by fire on February 26, 1776.
Done that with a smaller frontal area.
With the city deprived of its own theater, Giuseppe Piermarini was commissioned to design and build two new theaters on the land surrounding the palace. The Church of the Santa Maria della Scala was demolished to build the Teatro alla Scala. A second theater was built nearby on the site of the Scuole Canoviane and was called the Teatro alla Canoviana. The Teatro alla Scala was intended for the more aristocratic audiences, while the Canoviana was considered the theater for the public at large. So this was the theater for the common people, you know.
Like you're launching now.
It was inaugurated on August 21st, 1779, a little more than a year after the opening of La Scala, with an opera box and ballet by Salieri. Like La Scala and many Italian opera houses of the time, it was built in a horseshoe shape, surmounted by a cupola, with portières of boxes and a gallery or loggione For nearly a century, it was Milan's second
Yeah,
opera
some of
house.
the third row seats are cramped.
By the
even for
1880s,
children.
with the increasing lack
It's
of
really
public
refreshing
funds
to be able to
and
get a real
fewer and
person.
fewer private subscriptions, the Teatro alla Canoviana have fallen on hard times. In 1894, it was taken over by Eduardo Sonsogno and renamed the Teatro Lírico Internazionale, although it is normally referred to in Milan simply as the Teatro Lírico. The theater continued to be used for opera, ballet, and plays into the 20th century, but was taken over by the city of Milan in 1926, after which it was increasingly used for public assemblies. It was in the Teatro Lírico that Benito Mussolini made one of his first public speeches in 1921 and his last public speech and radio broadcast in 1944. The building was badly damaged by a fire in 1938, but was repaired in time to host the 1943 season for La Scala after Ton Theater had been largely destroyed by the American aerial bombardment of Milan during World War II. Theatrical performances and public meetings renamed after the war, and for a period in the 1960s, the Teatro Lírico was the home of Giorgio Strehler's Piccolo Teatro di Milano. In 1998, facing financial difficulties, Milan could no longer afford to run the theater, and in the absence of outside funding, it was closed. In April 2007, after several false starts, work was begun to renovate and modernize the theater while keeping the Pier Marini facade and the basic design of the original interior. When it reopens, it will be called the Teatro Lírico Giorgio Gaber in honor of the Milanese singer, songwriter, actor, and playwright who have frequently performed at the Teatro Lírico from the early 1960s until its closure in 1998. The renovated theater will also house the archives of the Fondazione Giorgio Gaber. One thing I want to leave you guys with before we go. As an artist, I like to perform at these type of venues because these are my true fans. These fans get the best of my performances. And sometimes it's limited to the capacity of the place or what's available at the time. But even if it's 100 seats or less, I'm going to give you a concert like if I'm in Dallas Stadium or Madison Square Garden or the Raiders Stadium, to give you an example. I think at this point in my career, it's good to look at things from a historical standpoint, especially with my catalog. So we're done with all of our modules. Now, let's check the dealership. Let's see what we got. See what we got for you guys for today.
Which changes and goes back, but it's over a large area. So of course,
for tomorrow we can start with gold.
Small pressure change over a large area.
Right.
So then the rear drive unit is now sitting up a little bit to allow that arrow underneath. And,
that's right. So when we designed the car, the aerodynamic surface underneath was data. You couldn't violate that because that generates the efficiency of the car. So everything in the rear end of the car is designed around that diffuser as a datum in this respect. And so the powertrain is placed exactly where it should be. The subframe is designed as such so that it follows the line of the diffuser. Every millimeter is being counted for every millimeter does something.
every ounce, every jewel and ounce.
McLaren
funny thing is
baby.
It's easy to look at this and go, wow, I don't believe you. There's a space here. I can put my fist in. Well, the thing is that the rear powertrain was designed, the rear subframe was designed to accept the twin motor. So this is only the small motor in the car. The Lucid Air Sapphire has two motors in here, which is larger. And as such, you build all the space up. So every millimeter is accounted for and one or other in depth.
Fantastic. And yet, there's still space for a spacious trunk and this crash protection for the occupants.
That's right.
Crush space here to allow for in the roller skate safety as well as space.
Absolutely. So we can't compromise safety as the highest safety standards, of course. These are the crash rails here. They actually crush during a rear impact. This is the subject, so all this space is used for work. And these are the rails that crush. And then here I have a large casting for the rear torque box on the side, and it's closed off with a stamp panel. So this car, the body structure of this car was made using castings, extrusions, all in hand. It's bonded, riveted, and screwed together.
Okay, Richardson, the holidays are done.
We thought so too, but then Verizon just gave us their best deal.
4 new iPhone 17s, all on them.
Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed. And 4 lines for just $25 a
We'll
line.
do top. Let's go top 12. It'll be like March Madness, right?
Lowe's knows tackling projects now means you can football Sunday.
After those top 12, you already know how it's going to be
Well, we
decided.
can measure and
Most of the time. Not all of
Lowe's
them.
can measure and install it for you.
You can't measure and measure, right, Jim? Stop trying to work the crew. This is Jim.
See what I
One
like.
of the greats. And handsome.
Oh, but then we got to build the
You
Corvette.
make your Jim super creamy
Equivalent.
tone. So your new boyfriend can know nothing about football. Oh, he touched it down. Bruh, so the team. And still fit in.
570 yes from the body style.
Oh, great.
570 GT.
That's not enough. That's the hell.
118 with 21.
I opened Win Gifts Every One app. Oh, personalized offers and things on my list.
119
Rewards
with
points toward my
32.
holiday haul. Now that's a grocery trip that feels worth it. Shop, earn, and save with Win Gifts and Rewards. Rewards app requires the app for details.
And of course,
Alright, I'm gonna go with this one as an example,
work.
and then I'll build the Corvette. I've been meaning to build some black ones. I started building some black ones. This is a black 570 GT, 125 my price, 250 overseas for you, 300 to your front door. We only accept Bitcoin. Hit me up on at 504-202-5915. Hit me up at cyraxplex@gmail.com. Let's see what we got. Black, looks like a dark brown, kind of burgundy interior. Factory silver wheels. It has the hatch that opens to the side. Yeah, this is special right here, man. You don't have to drive this car fast. Oh, look, they showed you the hatch. Yeah. The interior is like a sandstone. It's a real vibrant, like I call this like a cowboy leather. Think about it like that. Seats are perforated. Nothing fancy in the interior. There's nothing because the quality is out of this world. Nah, you're buying the engine transmission with the chassis. The looks are a gift from the manufacturer. This is a fucking race car. Nothing works on this shit. Everything breaks on this shit. But you can enjoy it for a little bit. So 124 out the door. We got a baseline vehicle. Let's go build us a Corvette. That's comparable. And we can do that 1, 2, 3. Please go and log on to Chevrolet.com. Go to Chevrolet.com for any other information. You know that we are Team Chevrolet, baby. Stingray base model C8. And you dig it. Give me 1 quick second.
We are able to use
Because I am wireless.
and cheaper powertrain dominated. And inside the powertrain, there's no special material. It's iron, it's copper.
Let's go vehicles.
But if we
Let's go performance.
volume of the
I want to build a Mustang so bad.
becomes cheaper.
Maybe we'll build a Mustang out
That
there.
drives a thermodynamic problem because now you have the same amount of power in a smaller space. And so you
I
have
just
to
love
have
these two cars. They're like complete opposite view. Right.
And of course, going back to our
124.
everything's designed and simulated.
That puts me in 06 territory.
And
This car's forced induction,
for most optimally,
but then I don't have room to move it out. E-Ray gives me all-wheel drive, which that car doesn't have.
this is the rear powertrain.
Let's go base model, Stingray, baby. What can I build? It has to be black,
In a different orientation.
silver finished wheels,
You can see this.
so we'll save on that. We'll save that. 3,000-4,000 on the wheels that we want.
the black box.
Or at least 1,500 for regular wheels.
Range of the
Convertible at 79.
making
Nah,
the
give me the
style
hard
of
top.
it, a black box. And actually, one of the
Give me the
things
hard
that,
top. Let's do
moves
this
that I think
right.
doesn't get credit for that they deserve is their
Let's go.
the development of controls. A huge enabler for the kind of efficiency you're talking about. Are motor
BLT
control.
starts at 84.
And delivering
That leaves
that torque
me
to the road.
16 and 24.
And that's something that Lucid right now is a world leader.
40,000 worth of upgrade.
To your
All
point
right,
about
let's do it.
everything, the efficiency is the entire system. It's no one component.
Let's go with black.
But the controls team is an exemplary job.
Let's go with silver finished wheels, so we don't need no upgrades. We don't need no stripes.
But also one that is
Brake
safe
calipers
and provides exceptional.
could be black. They match. That's we're gonna save $700 right there. Right. No stripes. Nothing. Nothing out of this world. Nothing we don't need.
A large
We just need a better deal. You know, a car that's new, warranty, everything works.
It ends
The
up
interior, Santorini blue is
But
mandatory.
is there a plan to make this kind of technology more accessible at a lower price?
It gives me the
point
sports
for other
seats.
customers?
That's what leaving shit as is. I don't want nothing else from in here. Everything's good. We're not messing with the steering wheel, none of that stuff. Give me my options. I need roadside. I need messing with that. D51, yes, it's mandatory. Carbon flash, arrow delete for the Z51.
And of course, we continue to strive towards
But we are going to go with the vents.
That's a good idea.
I want the low profile spoiler. I don't want the body kit.
Jumpstart.
The car is black, so I can't make that. No carbon fibers unnecessary.
This is of course the
Black ground effects.
It's a
Is it the same? And let's add the ground effects. And let's go with the carbon flash painted.
And we'll see what makes the Lucy powertrain so special on the inside, how it's so small, how it's so
Go
compact.
back.
We'll talk about some of them.
So thanks for bringing it
Go
up
with
here.
the body
But
color. See,
what
for
about
some reason,
the
not
front
letting
of the
me do it.
vehicle?
Nope,
It
can't
makes
do
it
it.
so aerodynamic.
It's override option.
I'm glad you brought it up. The front of the
We'll
car
put a
is
high
special.
one on it.
It's trivial, but it's easy.
Let's see what the carbon flash by itself. Let me put it on. There you go. Carbon inserts. No, we don't need none of that stuff. Let's save money on this. Give me the divider. Give me the removable roof storage panel. Give me, let me see, nothing else. I need the gift bags for my clients. Leave everything else factory. Nothing else or nothing else. Everything looks good. Give me the 12-volt protection package. Give me Z51 suspension, but the magnetic upgrade for Z51. Give me the front end lift. Nah, we don't save money on that. We don't need a close door. Alright, the interior is done. Let's go back to the exterior.
What we've done is
And
taken this challenge.
let me see what it looks like now with the wing.
The vertical integration design.
And I might change the wheels because I have money left over. So I'm at 96,795. You see what I'm saying?
In front of the front.
You gotta be.
We can see that
you
more
know.
on the
It just doesn't make any financial sense,
But
man.
the radiator,
If I want, I could go with the bronze wheels. They're 3,600.
and a condenser for the air
I could have the
conditioning.
silver ones for
The
2,000,
thing is, that when you're driving along a
and I could
freeway,
have the black
you have a lot
ones
of air
for
stagnation at the front.
1,500.
High pressure buildup. And what's trying to lead that?
You know, I just wish they had a like a cleaner design. Let me just see what they look like.
Fascia through the radiator and then out of the car.
I just don't think it's worth it.
We actually have a
Plus, it just brings the car to a different
then we
spectrum.
lose space. We
Nah,
lose the ability
we're taking this off. That's unnecessary
that
right there.
space that we all like to put on.
All right,
So instead
That's
of doing
done.
that, we put the radiators
that's
there.
it.
And we've overcome the
Oh.
challenge of from this area of stagnation, turning corners into
This is a nice build.
by generating.
This is a 3LT, and it has the aero package on it, Santorini blue interior,
And that takes
Z51
puts it
with
through the
dividers. It has the
spins
the
it,
luggage,
and
you know what I'm
generates,
saying?
it increases in balance.
This is fucking nice.
Which slows the air, turns it into a laminate thing.
Top
And then it
off.
exits over the entire
You got
surface
nothing,
of the now
nothing
much
that it
smaller
doesn't need.
radiator, because you
Just
can
keep it
more
simple. You know what I mean?
effectively. You can use the entire surface area of the radiator. Historically,
This car looks very nice. For the price, very hard to beat this car.
so what it
Very
means
hard to beat
on
that.
the front of the car, you have a much smaller opening on each side. You can
I
control
think
it
that's
down
what the car's supposed to be, what it was supposed to
to
look.
gain the space back in the front.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Maintain the standard.
that's all the time that we have for today. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one. Let's get a quick prayer in, all right? Thank you, Heavenly Father, for all the blessings in our lives. We thank you, Heavenly Father, for all the blessings in our lives. We worry not about what we don't have, because we're in the process of getting it in that journey. And everything you do is in your name. Have an amazing day today. May you conquer everything in your path. Everything that you touch turn into solid gold and solid silver bars and beautiful and precious gemstones such as moissanite or laboratory grown diamonds or any laboratory grown diamond. Always remember to dream big, because dreams come true. It happened to me, and I know for a fact it's going to happen to y'all. Peace out. Y'all got the best teacher in the world, and study, because I will be grading your exams in the next few weeks. God bless.
Excuse me, can I have your attention, please?
And
Buffalo
as
Wild
always,
Wings Big
dreams
Six for
come true.
$19.99 is the perfect meal for two. Your choice.